So it's almost been 11 years since Grand Theft Auto 5 and its first 2 official screenshots was released officially by Rockstar Games. First one was this one, a helicopter flying above the city of Los Santos. And the second screenshot giving us our first look at one of the piers in one of the local parks in the outskirts of Los Santos. Essentially, this was showcasing how beautiful Grand Theft Auto 5 and the graphical enhancements from Grand Theft Auto 4 was going to look like. And at the time, people were very hyped about Grand Theft Auto 5 as they had not been receiving any information up until that point from Rockstar Games. It seems like now that we're in a similar sort of time frame with Grand Theft Auto 6 and Rockstar Games releasing official news on the title itself. And in terms of specifically more information coming from Rockstar Games, that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. And of course, how Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to shape up graphically in comparison to its predecessor, Grand Theft Auto 5, and of course Red Dead Redemption 2, which is their last newest released title. But before we get straight into this video today, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing, as 88.0% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. You don't want to miss any of the latest and upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6 content, so please do make sure to hit that subscribe button. So there was some discussion online, specifically on the GTA forums, and there was a question that was asked on TezFunds2 GTA forums account, and someone asked saying, what kind of graphical upgrades since Red Dead Redemption 2 do you think Rockstar Games has made within the Rage engine that we will see in Grand Theft Auto 6? With TezFunds2 replying, definitely improvements in terms of lighting and PBR textures, ray tracing covering reflections, shadows, and possibly AO2. Dexy Code X lighting makes Grand Theft Auto 5 better than its most vanilla original initial state of Grand Theft Auto 5. So you're probably wondering what some of those terms specifically mean in relation to Grand Theft Auto 6 and how it will shape up in comparison to Red Dead Redemption 2. And one of those is PBR, and that is referred to as physically based shading, or other known as physically based rendering, which is a method of shading and rendering that provides a more accurate representation of a light and how this interacts with material properties. So for example, how sun reflections interact with the water, or how light interacts in a building. And one of the other terms used by TezFunds2 was AO, and this is referred to as ambient occlusion, and this is referred to as a shadowing technique that is used to make 3D objects look way more realistic by simulating the soft shadows that should naturally occur when indirect or ambient lighting is cast out onto a specific scene. And TezFunds2 actually provided an example of how this is going to shape up in Grand Theft Auto 6. And as you can see in this first image provided, this is Grand Theft Auto 5, and it is the base vanilla version of it. And as you can see, there is no PBR, physical based rendering, or ambient occlusion switched on. And we're inside one of the construction sites. You can see a pop-up generator light, as well as a tool bench. And in addition to this, there's also lights on the ceiling, and it is quite dark outside with the buildings surrounding the outside of the construction site. And as you can see, the shadows and the light are quite harsh. And as you can see in the next screenshot, you can see an upgrade with the modifications with AO as well as PBR, physical based rendering. And what you can see is that the shadows are much more softer and the lighting is much more prominent, and you can actually see more of the detailed objects surrounding the inside of the construction site. And this is just one simple example of how it is going to be shaping up in Grand Theft Auto 6. And as you can see, the comparison between the first and the second screenshot does show you how much more detailed Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to look compared to its predecessors. The fact that Red Dead Redemption 2 still looks stunning to this day, 5 years on after the release, it is going to be absolutely insane how this will compare to Grand Theft Auto 6. You guys got to understand that Red Dead Redemption 2 was initially released on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, which of course is the last generation of consoles, and Rockstar Games with GTA 6 are going to release GTA 6 on the new consoles, that being the Xbox Series X, S, and PlayStation 5. New hardware and technology inside of these consoles is going to allow for greater enhancements in terms of graphics and visual enhancements in comparison to Rockstar Games' previous titles. And of course, the developers are going to be making sure to utilize to their advantage all of the power of these new generation consoles. So all in all, it goes without saying that Physical based rendering and ambient occlusion is going to make GTA 6 look way more detailed and more lifelike in comparison to Rockstar Games' previous titles such as GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, in terms of changing the subjects in relation to Grand Theft Auto 6 and how it is going to shape up in comparison to previous Grand Theft Autos in relation to the Grand Theft Auto universe. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with the GTA universe and how Rockstar Games have gone about it in the past, essentially they have the Grand Theft Auto universe split over different sort of periods of time in the timeline itself. So for example, the 2D universe with the original Grand Theft Autos are separate from the 3D universe with the likes of GTA Vice City, GTA 3 and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And this is once again different with the HD universe with Grand Theft Auto 4 and GTA 5. So all in all, Rockstar Games have never had any crossovers with the universe. So for example, you wouldn't have Tommy Vercetti being featured within Grand Theft Auto 5. And tying this all together, there was some discussion online once again on the GTA forums regarding Grand Theft Auto 6 and what universe it will be set in. And TesFun2 stated that we know the Jay Norris incident is referenced within the game. That should make it part of the HD universe, same as Grand Theft Auto 5 and online. The whole thing with universes would have been a bigger deal if the game were to span multiple decades, but we now know it's focused on modern times. And if you guys recall, in Grand Theft Auto 6, the leaks that was released last year in September, you guys would know that Jay Norris, who was a part of Grand Theft Auto 5, and Life Invader, who is a parody of Mark Zuckerberg, was referenced within Grand Theft Auto 6. And part of the dialogue that was featured was with Jason, and he was featured within this trailer park or RV park in the outskirts of Vice City. And he was with these two other rednecks or other people that were featured within this recorded clip. And the dialogue goes as, "I'm just looking at this video Shanice posted on the Life Invader." And then one of the other guys replies by saying, "Yeah, so Jay Norris can download your effing brain and sell it to the Chinese." One of the other guys saying, "Come on, not this you know what again. And Jay Norris is dead, man." "Oh yeah, he's dead, is he? Just like there's a country called Finland and a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Bite my crank. Tiny people with tiny nooses around their necks shoveling you know what down our throats until we start to like the taste. Don't let those effers own you. Smash that you know what on the ground. Break out of the effing cage." And then he looks at Jason saying, "Am I right?" So we now know that based off the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaked footage, that this confirms that the events of Grand Theft Auto 5 have taken place in the exact same timeline as Grand Theft Auto 6 in the HD universe. Now, seeing that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be taking place in modern day Vice City, this definitely does match up with everything that we do currently know about Grand Theft Auto 6. So I wouldn't be surprised that once we learn more about Grand Theft Auto 6 that we will be seeing more in relation to Grand Theft Auto 5 and the references that will be featured within Grand Theft Auto 6 from it specifically. So what do you guys make of everything that has been covered in today's video? How Grand Theft Auto 6's graphics will shape up in comparison to previous Grand Theft Autos and Red Dead Redemption 2, and specifically how the Grand Theft Auto universe with GTA 6 and GTA 5 will cross over in terms of its references. Other than that, guys, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the latest and upcoming GTA 6 content, and please be sure to turn on those post notifications so you don't miss an upload from me. But other than that, guys, please do make sure to have a great day. I am out.